Professor Deepak Tiwari again welcome you on my YouTube channel Maths Tutorial Ambikapur. Today I am going to teach you a very important topic for MSc Maths of subject Classical Mechanics, and that topic is applications of Lagrange and Hamilton's equation of motion. In this way, today I discuss on some numerical problems of Lagrangian and Hamiltonians. So let's start. Here we have a question. Set up the Lagrangian of a simple pendulum and obtain Lagrange equation of motion. This question may be asked as the form of Hamiltonian, such as set up the Hamiltonian of a simple pendulum and obtain Hamilton's equation of motion. So we solve this problem one by one. For this, we consider a diagram which display on your screen. In this diagram, we have a bob of mass m and it's hanged with a string of length L. So mass of simple pendulum is equal to m, length of string is equal to L, and since here generalized coordinate is defined as the form theta. Why? Because theta is a small displacement on the basis this simple pendulum be established. Here we solve this question step by step. At first we set up the Lagrangian function. After that we find Lagrange equation of motion. Then we discuss on Hamiltonian function and find the Hamilton's equation of motion. After that we discuss how do we find Lagrange equation through Hamiltonian, and also discuss on time period for simple pendulum. So here, since we know that Lagrangian function is given by L equal to T minus V, where T is kinetic energy and V is potential energy. So our first task is to find kinetic energy and potential energy. So here kinetic energy of this pendulum is given by T is equal to half ml theta dot square. Since here x dot is generalized coordinate velocity, half mv square is the general form of kinetic energy. So in this term, this may be replaced by L theta dot square. So half ml theta dot square, and after solving this we get half ml square theta dot square. Also, since reference level is set up at 0, so potential energy is given by V equal to mg into An, and this An is equal to H. So this is replaced by mgh, and we calculate this H by total length L and this L cos theta, that is L minus L cos theta. then we have potential energy mgl 1 minus cos theta. Now since Lagrangian function is given by L equal to t minus v, so we put here the value of t and the value of v and the value of v in this equation. Then we have L equal to half ml square theta dot square minus mgl 1 minus cos theta, and this is the required Lagrangian or Lagrange function for simple pendulum. Now in step second we obtain Lagrange equation of motion. Since we know that Lagrange equation of motion is formulated by d by dt del L upon del theta dot minus del L upon del theta is equal to 0. Here theta is generalized coordinate. So from equation number first we differentiate equation first with respect to theta and theta dot. Then we get del L upon del theta is equal to minus mgl sin theta and del L upon del theta dot is equal to ml square theta dot. So putting this value in equation number second, then from second we get d by dt ml square theta dot minus mgl sin theta is equal to 0. That implies ml square theta dot plus mgl sin theta is equal to 0. Since mass and length cannot be equal to 0, so remaining terms is L theta double dot plus g sin theta is equal to 0. Since here we have smallest displacement, so this sin theta may be considered as approximately to theta. Then this term reduced in theta double dot plus g by L theta dot is equal to 0. This is the required Lagrange equation of motion for simple pendulum. Now if this question asks for Hamiltonian and we have to find Hamiltonian equation of motion, so we need to set up Hamiltonian. So for set up Hamiltonian, the process to be obtain Lagrange function which we describe in step number first will be same, and after that our next step for find Hamiltonian. Since we know that Hamiltonian function is given by h equal to summation pk qk dot minus L, and in this term we have pk is equal to p theta and qk is equal to theta. So this remains as this reduces as h equal to summation p theta theta dot minus L. Since we know that generalized momentum p theta is equal to del L upon del theta dot, and when we differentiate equation number first with respect to theta dot, then we get del L upon del theta dot is equal to ml square theta dot. So putting this value in this equation, then we have ml square theta dot into theta dot minus this is same as we obtain Lagrangian function in equation number first. After solving this, we get h equal to half ml square theta dot plus mgl 1 minus cos theta. You observe that this is the kinetic energy and this is the potential energy. So Hamiltonian is equal to T plus V, that is kinetic energy plus potential energy, is equal to total energy. Now, third implies H equal to half ml square, and here the value of theta dot may be formed as P theta upon ml square. So we put here the value of theta dot as the form P theta upon ml square. Then we have H equal to half ml square P theta upon ml square whole square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta. After solving, we obtain H equal to P theta square to ml square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta, which is the required Hamiltonian or Hamilton function for simple pendulum. Our next task is to obtain Hamilton's equation of motion of a simple pendulum. Since we know that Hamilton's equation of motion is given by del H upon del P theta is equal to theta dot and P theta dot is equal to minus del H upon del theta. Here it remains that Pk is equal to P theta and Qk is equal to theta. So, from equation number 4, we differentiate equation 4 with respect to P theta and theta. Then we have del H upon del P theta is equal to P theta upon ml square and del H upon del theta is equal to mgl sin theta. Putting this value in equation number 5, then from 5 and 6 we obtain theta dot is equal to P theta upon ml square and P theta dot is equal to minus mgl sin theta. This equation is represent Hamilton equation of motion for simple pendulum or Hamilton's canonical equation of motion for simple pendulum. Now, if we want to find Lagrange equation from this Hamilton equation, then this process may be described as further. 7, from equation number 7 we have P theta is equal to ml square theta dot and P theta dot is equal to minus mgl sin theta. When we differentiate this term, then we have P theta dot is equal to ml square theta double dot and P theta dot is equal to minus mgl sin theta. Here left sides are same, so we equate both terms, then we get ml square theta double dot is equal to minus mgl sin theta. After solving this, we get theta double dot plus g by l theta is equal to 0, and this equation is same as we obtained Lagrange equation of motion. Now, if another question is given to calculate time period for simple pendulum, here this form is the standard form for simple pendulum. Then, since we know that it is given by simple harmonic motion, we have d2x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. On comparing these terms with this equation, then we have angular velocity omega is equal to root over of g by l, and since we know that time period is given by t star is equal to 2 pi by omega, therefore t star is equal to 2 pi by root over of g by l is equal to 2 pi root over of l by g. This is the time period. This is the time period for simple pendulum. You, in similar manners, you can establish Lagrange or Hamilton's function and obtain Lagrange equation and Hamilton equation of motion for compound pendulum and other mechanical problems. Thank you for watching this video.